Okay, pardon the wonky light and being in the garage, but I just have to ask, how much would I have to pay you to put 55 tortoises in your pants? So, my mind was really blown this evening by this headline about a guy who in 1999 went through customs saying he had nothing to declare, and they found 55 tortoises in his pants. 55 tortoises in his pants. And I was talking to my husband, who didn't seem to appreciate like the spectacle that this would be. Can you imagine being the guy in the airport who's like the security man? This is before we had TSA and stuff, and he's like, "Why are his pants moving like that?" Like this, I've seen some weird stuff, but this is like 55 tortoises in his pants. Okay, so the way that he did it, I was trying to imagine, like, how on earth did he do this? Like, what, how physically, if you have a bag of 55 marbles, like marbles, that's hard to hide, right? And we were talking, I was like, well, like trench coat, but no, the headline said 55 tortoises in his pants. I was like, how, like, pocket? Like, that's a lot of, like, little bitey pieces in sensitive areas. And can you imagine, like, the guy going through security and the security guard is looking at him coming up in the line. He's like, hey, Jim. He's like, is there any medical reason for his pants to be moving like that? Like, it's not even the weird that we normally, like, this is a new level of weird. Now, I don't know. So they keep pulling tortoises out. And they're like, how many more tortoises are there? Are there any more? No, that's all of 55 tortoises. 55 tortoises in his pants. So, after a little bit of more searching, turns out he put on like one pair of pants. And then he put on a bigger pair of pants. And the tortoises were all down inside between the two layers of pants. So I was like, okay, that's making more sense to me, like, than any other version of like tortoises in pockets or tortoises in like a bag taped to his leg or something. Like, this is making more sense. And also it gets the tortoises away from anything like sensitive areas or whatever. And that makes a lot more sense. So the article went on to say that it's like the tortoises would cost about $5 where he bought them in Barbados, and they would sell for about $75 in the US. So not even counting your airfare or whatever. So like it would be what, $3,800. Then take away your airfare, about $3,200. He stuffed 55 tortoises in his pants. Went through the, like, trying to flying with them and everything for $3,200. Would you do that? Would you do 55 tortoises in your pants for $3,200? What if it's $3,200 in a Klondike bar? I don't know. But just be glad that you're not working at an airport somewhere counting the 55 tortoises that you found in somebody's pants.